the impregnable fortress Alcatraz and its reputation, Alcatraz Island, a name that sent shivers down the spines of even the most hardened criminals. Surrounded by the icy waters of San Francisco Bay, it was known as the Rock, a symbol of absolute security and inescapable confinement. Alcatraz was the ultimate prison, designed to hold the most notorious criminals, those who posed a constant threat to society. The prison boasted state-of-the-art security measures with guard towers, searchlights, and a system of bars and locks that seemed impenetrable. The ratio of guards to prisoners was higher than any other federal penitentiary. Escape seemed impossible. The frigid waters and strong currents of the bay presented a formidable, even deadly challenge. Yet, on a foggy morning in June 1962, the impossible happened. 3 daring inmates vanished without a trace, leaving behind a legacy of intrigue and questions that continue to baffle authorities and ignite imaginations to this day. Their audacious escape from the Rock remains one of the most enduring mysteries in criminal history. The masterminds behind this incredible feat were 3 men who refused to accept Alcatraz as their final destination. John and Clarence Anglin, brothers from Florida, were serving time for bank robbery. Their criminal history, marked by daring heists and a knack for outsmarting authorities, had earned them a one-way ticket to Alcatraz. Frank Morris, a cunning and resourceful individual, was serving a sentence for bank robbery and narcotics charges. His intelligence was evident in his above-average IQ. Morris quickly grasped the prison's routines, identifying potential weaknesses that could be exploited for an escape. These men were not hardened killers. They were cunning individuals driven by a desperate desire for freedom. United by their ambition and a shared belief that Alcatraz was not the end, they formed an unlikely alliance. Little did anyone know that their collaboration would become the stuff of legends. The escape plan was audacious, relying on meticulous planning and a keen eye for detail. The trio discovered a critical flaw in the prison's design, a ventilation shaft that ran behind their cells. This vent, corroded by the salty air, presented a potential escape route. Months of meticulous planning commenced. Using discarded items like spoons, they painstakingly chipped away at the concrete around the vent. They fashioned makeshift tools from anything they could scavenge. Noise from their nightly efforts was masked by the sound of Morris playing his accordion. To conceal their work, they created dummy heads from a mixture of soap, toilet paper, and real hair, carefully painting them to resemble their own faces. These decoys, placed in their beds, would buy them crucial time in the event of a nighttime inspection. The stage was set for their daring escape. Section 4. A Daring Escape. The night of July 11, 1962. As darkness fell on July 11, 1962, the plan was put into action. Under the cover of night, the 3 men slipped through the openings in their cells and into the ventilation corridor. They navigated the narrow passage, their hearts pounding with each step. Reaching the roof, they made their way to the edge of the island, their silhouettes barely visible against the moonless sky. They had constructed a makeshift raft and life vests from over 50 raincoats, painstakingly stitched together and waterproofed with sealant stolen from the prison workshop. Their escape route did not rely on brute force but on ingenuity and meticulous attention to detail. Slipping into the icy water, they disappeared into the night. Behind them, the island slept, unaware that its most notorious residents had just pulled off the unthinkable. The next morning, the guards were met with an unsettling sight. The 3 inmates were gone, their beds occupied by the chillingly realistic dummy heads. Section 5. The Investigation, Unraveling the Master Plan, and the Chase. The discovery of the escape sent shockwaves through Alcatraz and beyond. What followed was a massive manhunt, one of the most extensive in U.S. history. The FBI took over the investigation, determined to uncover the truth behind the seemingly impossible escape. Every inch of the island was scoured for clues. Investigators pieced together the intricate details of the escape plan, marveling at the prisoner's ingenuity and determination. The makeshift tools, the dummy heads, the remnants of the raft, all pointed to a meticulously planned and executed escape. Despite an exhaustive search, no conclusive evidence was ever found to confirm the men's fate. The case remained open, a constant reminder of the audacity of the escape and the enduring mystery that surrounded it. Section 6. The Mystery Endures, Speculation and Legacy of the Great Escape. The fate of the Anglin brothers and Frank Morris remains a subject of intense speculation to this day. Did they perish in the treacherous waters of the bay, their bodies claimed by the currents? Or did they manage to survive, making it to shore and disappearing into the annals of criminal legend? Over the years, there have been numerous theories, alleged sightings, and tantalizing pieces of evidence, but nothing concrete enough to close the case. Some believe they drowned, while others cling to the hope that they made it to freedom. A postcard, allegedly sent by John Anglin, surfaced years later, adding fuel to the fire. The great Alcatraz escape continues to fascinate and intrigue. It stands as a testament to the human spirit's unyielding desire for freedom, even in the face of insurmountable odds. Whether the three men lived out their days as free men or met a tragic end beneath the waves, their story continues to remind us that even in the most secure prisons, hope can fuel the most daring of escapes.